of creating whatever you need. So if you are not a doer, your chances in life is very, very, very slim. I will be right back as we pursue, as I explain, as I paint to you my own side of the picture about doing. Get ready. I want somebody to please tell somebody, let somebody tell somebody, let somebody share it on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on Twitter, on wherever social media platform. Just know that I'm here again to bring a powerful word to you. And remember, it's an unlimited inspiration of Early Morning Show. I'll see you when I come back. Talk to life. Welcome back. This is Talk to Life, Early Morning Unlimited Inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. Here I help you to see the provision that God has made for you and your responsibility to go for those provision and your desire to push some more, to do your best and leave the rest for the generation coming behind you. If you have not watched, if you don't listen to Talk to Life yesterday, it was powerful. I talked about the remaining 5 spirits that rules the world. You can check YouTube, you can check Facebook, you're going to see it. Everything is free. I don't want you to miss it. If you have missed it, you can go back and check it again. I said today I'll be sharing with you on the subject of doing, D-O-I-N-G, doing. And I said doing is the force of creation. If you are not a doer, you are not permitted to get the best of life. Doing is the force that brings things into existence. Is the force that annexes the best of the world to your advantage. Doing is the secret that separates the leader from the follower. Is the same spirit that separates the mediocre from the greatness. Is the same spirit that makes people, some people talk, they don't do, and some people do, they don't talk too much. No matter wherever you find yourself, I just want you to know that if you want to create any future that you want for yourself, you must endeavor to be a doer. And one day I was praying and the Lord told me, He said, if you know what to do and you don't do it, the enemy is going to win, you will lose. And if you know what to do and you still don't do it, maybe if you don't know what to do, the enemy will win. If you know what to do and you don't do it, the enemy will still win. The only thing that separates you from the crowd is the capacity to do. That is why when you see, when people don't even know God, if they are persistent in whatever they are doing, they will win. The question is, you have prayed, you have fasted. Yes, what makes your competitor to still have a edge over you? It's the capacity to do. There are some rules God cannot break. There are some forces God cannot go against. You just have to align with it. So this morning, I come to tell you that your dream, your vision, your passion, your zeal, your zest, your all the mental picture of the future you want to live, where you want to live, the house you want to buy, the car you want to ride, the child you want to... nothing is real until step into the platform. Nothing is real except something step into the platform. And I'm going to give you an example of Bishop David Oyedepo. I will do that when I'm back. I want you to please share to somebody. If you're on Facebook, please try and share this on your timeline. If you're on YouTube, please try and invite somebody to come and join us. You don't want to be listening to this alone. You want to invite somebody to join you. If you are married, bring your wife on board. If you are a wife, bring your husband on board. And if your children are awake, I know this is like 10 minutes to 7 a.m. Nigerian time. This is 10 minutes to 1 a.m. Central time in America. But regardless of wherever you are, it's about persistency. It's about your desire to get whatever you want. So I want you to please invite somebody, and I will continue with my story. Remember, this is Talk to Life, early morning, unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. Welcome back. If you are just joining us, today is the 19th day of the month of June in the year 2020. The first day of this month, I have the strong urge in my spirit to come and motivate people early in the morning so they can start well and end strong for the day. So today I'm sharing with you on the subject of doing. Doing is as the sound that it is. D-O-I-N-G, doing. The platform here is just to pick one word and give you to know what are the things God has provided regarding this one word. And what are the things you need to do as a person to get the best of this one word? And what are your desire to make sure that this one word really work for you now and your future? Yesterday was powerful. 2 days ago, I talked about cost. And the day before that, I talked about spirit. So I shared spirit part 1 and 2. Because if you have missed any of this, if you're on YouTube, go to my Facebook page. It is called Rotimi Adedokun, or I am Rotimi Ade. You're going to see my page. You're going to see my profile. Just go there. You will see all those stuff on it. I love to use Bishop Oyedepo so much because we might not see some people that we read about in the Bible, or some people, if I mention their name in America, it might be strange to you. I'm not trying to oppose you, but I'm trying to intimidate you. I'm just trying to tell you, let's go to who you know, so you can be able to see and touch, and it's going to be easy for you to be able to relate to it. So, for example, Bishop Oyedepo, when God told him, hey, 18 hours vision, immediately that week or a week after, he started the church, this group. They started praying. They started sharing the scripture. He was praying with his wife one day, and the Lord told him, hey, get down to Kaduna, the land of persecution. He was there, and everything started. The Lord told him, hey, get to Lagos, raise him in people. The same day, he sent somebody to Lagos to go get the church property. In 2 weeks, the church property was ready, and it started. When he declared that the Faith Tabernacle is going to be built, 50,000 capacity, and it's going to be dedicated in 1 year, 365 days, guess what? He said it on Sunday, and a week after that, which was the next day on Monday, they came to the land and started measuring. You will never know many things that God has designed for you, but your laziness will never allow you to get the best of it. Some of you, God said you should start a business part-time. And let me tell you something, wonder if anything comes negative to your mental picture, know that is devil. If anything opposes what comes, anything good comes in your heart, if anything opposes it, then know that is devil. The only way you can respond to devil, I call it the law of silence. Ignore the devil. One of the virtue of great people is to ignore the devil. If you don't know how to ignore the devil, you will never smell greatness. I'm speaking to you right now. Everybody has slept. I'm only one awake trying to do this. I never asked for offering. I never asked for this. I'm saying this for you to be a beneficiary of life. Write things down and come up with a plan to start. Don't start big. Think big. I will say that again. Don't start big. Rather, think big. So, how would you start? Start small. Think big. Think global. Start local. It's so simple. If you have a vision to speak 1 million people, start speaking to one person. If you have a vision to cook, start cooking in your family. Yes, it's so simple as that. Let me tell you something. The word of God said, if you are not faithful in little, nobody is going to give you a big riches. God wants to give some of you a new set of eatery, a new set of big restaurants, but you are not faithful to start. Let me tell you something. Every good thing happen on the go. And I'm going to give you instances when we come back. Greatness happen on the go. Nothing will happen if you sit back doing nothing. Nothing happens sitting back. Everything happens on the go. So I define doing as the force of creation. If you remove doing from being, it will never turn to having. If you want to have what you want, you have to be first in your mind. As a man thinks in his heart, so he is. But regardless of whatever your thoughts are, if you don't stand up to initiate it and put action to back your thought up, you will never see it. Because of privacy and because I don't know who is listening right now, there's some things I might not be able to share with you. Maybe when I start my coaching section, and I'll be able to share my personal story with you. Until you fight with lion and you rescue your sheep from the mouth of bear, you might never have opportunity to kill Goliath. God will never trust you with Goliath. God will never trust you with Goliath. Some of you, maybe you are a lady, you are designed to be treating people or to be teaching people on how to have a good family, but your pride won't allow you to respect your husband. And that kills your vision because there is no confidence. Whatever you don't start at home, nobody will listen to you outside. If you are just joining all this is Talk to Life, early morning unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. I'll be right back. Remember, Talk to Life. Try and invite somebody. Please, if you're on YouTube, please try and like and share. If you're on Facebook, please try and like the same thing and share. I'll be right back talking about Talk to Life. of his mother. And immediately Jesus Christ said they should fill the water pot with water. And the water pot was filled with water. And he said, hey, take the water, give it to the master of ceremony. Do you know the water did not turn to wine when it was in the water pot? But as the disciple take the water to go and give to the right person, the water turns to be wine. Everything happened on the go. Everything happens on the go. Your best happens on the go. I want you to imagine, what if the disciples said, no, it's not going to happen. No, the key is whatever it tells you to do, just do it. And some of you right now, maybe you are working, you are making a lot of money, and God said, go and start a ministry or go and help a pastor out. You don't know. Some of you, you have a passion for one thing and you are doing another thing. You know, doing is good, but doing wrong thing can frustrate your capacity. So, water turns to wine on the go. You remember in 2 Kings chapter 7 when the prophet prophesied that, oh, by this time tomorrow, there's going to be abundance in the land. Do you know that about some lepers were at the outskirts of the city, and they said, if we sit down here, we will die. If we go, we will die. Why not go? As they were on the go, the Lord put a noise on their feet, and the enemy heard it and ran away. Did you see that? Just imagine that they decided to sit down just like everybody. Everything happens on the go. It's about doing. We live in a world of doing. If you are not a doer, your chances to succeed is a zero. So number one, water turns to wine on the go. Number two, abundance comes on the go. Number three, multitude were fed on the go. You remember that when Jesus Christ fed 5,000, Jesus Christ blessed the bread and the fish and gave it to the disciples. And the disciples what? Divided it among the people that sat down, and things started multiplying. So abundance speaks on the go. You can do many other things on the go. You cannot sit down and expect miracle. I want you to think about it. You are the one limiting yourself. Imagine this now. I said, oh God, when God told me to be doing this, and I said, no, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Anytime you speak against God's will for your life, you have violated the law of good news. I will say that again. Every time you speak against God's will for your life, you have violated the mystery or the spirit of good news. Some of you said, what are you talking about? I'm talking about, you remember when an angel came to Zechariah and told him that he's going to have a son. He doubted it, and what happened? That's told you to do long time ago. Write it down. Call friends and family and tell them you want to start the business. I'm promising you, they will not say yes to you, but I want you to know this. If they say yes to you, you will never put the law of doing in place. Until men say no to you, God will not say yes to you. What am I here to tell you this morning? For you to stand up and do something. Don't expect that people will spoon feed you. Don't expect that greatness will drop on your lap. Don't expect that there will be peace in your marriage until you say, I'm sorry, my wife. I'm sorry, my husband. You know, I can say sorry to my children. I can say sorry to my wife. It doesn't matter. If you want peace, initiate it. If you want greatness, initiate it. If you want success, take a step. This morning, the only thing I'm telling you is doing. Do something with your life. Even if it's not for result, just for experiences. Do something. Imagine Bishop Adedokun did not take steps to go to water. They will never be Canaan land. They will never be Covenant University. Imagine he did not come to Lagos. There will never be Rajoba. There will never be Africa invasion. I want you to think about it. Talk to live. I'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Talk to Live, early morning unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. Here, I help you to see God's side of life, your responsibility in life, and your desire to go and get what God has made provision for you. I started on the powerful one word for today. I call it doing. That if you are not a doer, your chances to succeed in life is little. I feel like sharing something about me, but I'm trying to hold it back. I don't know. But let me just give you something. I'm trying to be disciplined here. Let me just give you some things. Most of the people who are watching me, I don't know if you know me or you don't know me, but it's all right if you don't know me. I know one day I'm going to do something that everybody knows. I pray every day, twice a day here on this platform, on YouTube, on Facebook. I lead a couple of prayer. I do some things, but there's some things I'm still holding back, which we're going to say. Let me give you some things. Doing is the force that makes things happen. You can never see anything happen until you do something about it. Doing is the force that makes anything happen. Your love to your wife, to your spouse, your initiation to take promotion, your ability to start saving. There is a law, the law of 70 and 30. The law of 70 and 30 said you are not permitted to spend more than 70% of your income. You spread the remaining 30 into 10, 10, 10. You save 10, you give 10, and you invest 10. If you break that law, you will never be financially free. I will say that again. The law of 70 and 30. The law of 70 and 30 states, every income, you want to pay rent, you want to eat, you want to buy clothes, you want to buy a car, whatever you want to do, let your expenses be 70% or less than. The remaining 30%, spread it. Save 10, give 10 to the Lord, and invest 10. If you don't do it that way, I promise you it's not going to work. In the same way, somebody will say, Rotimi, what if everything I spend in a month is like 90% of my income? It doesn't matter. Then start with, even if it's 97% of your income, then start with 97%, 1, 1, 1. Just do something. It's better to fail than not to try at all. In 2006, am I right? Yes, 2006. That's when I lost my first 1 million naira. I was in Nigeria then. And that was the day I learned the danger of doing something by yourself without a team. That cost me a lot of money. And I learned. Even there's some things I can do for myself, I still have to hire people. All the videos that you see on YouTube, the last one that I just did, you can check it right now. I call it Life is Not Fair. You can Google Life is Not Fair. You're going to see me. I wrote everything and I give it to somebody else to do all the voicing and to do all the, picturing, everything. You can't do everything by yourself and never end up regretting. You have to create things. But that's not what we are talking about. I'm trying to tell you today that doing make things happen. Number 2, doing changes things. When you do something enough, you're going to change it. What happened? You're going to change it from negative to positive. You're going to change it for what you don't like to what you like. One of the things that I do a lot when I wake up every morning is to stare face straight into my wife's face. Because I know that the law of appreciation states that whatsoever you don't embrace, you begin to depreciate. So I look at her. So same woman after all this, why? Why? Do you know why some men started having girlfriends, started seeing another girl? Because for you to love a girl, you're actually looking up to her. So I try to take my face off every girl. I stare at my wife's face to bring back the love, the first love that I saw. I'm trying to tell you all this now, that if you don't do something, there will never be a change. But if you do it, there will be change. So number 1, doing is the force that makes things happen. Number 2, doing is the force that changes things. Number 3, doing is the form that transforms things. Life is at the bare minimum zero denominator. If you have doing to your life is going to transform. It goes up, positive, appreciation. But if you do nothing to life will automatically depreciate. It snow dies. Let me tell you something. Don't ever fall for it that if you are where you are last year, that you are still in the same place. No, you are not. And how do I know? You will never know you are growing old until you have a staircase in your house. Anytime you start climbing up the staircase, you'll be feeling some pain on your bone. That means your tendon. Tendon is the part of the body that holds the two bones together. They are knocking your door to tell you are growing old. That is why in the military, there are some jobs that they will never give you if you are a particular age. So I want you to know, don't think you have time on your side. Add value, learn. One of the things I'm encouraging you this morning to do is to go and look for a mentor. If you don't look up to anybody, you will never attain to anything. If you don't look up to anybody, you will never attain to anything. I'm in the ministry, I'm in the military as a chaplain, and I have mentor in all these places. You cannot do it by yourself. You cannot do it by yourself. You cannot do it by yourself. Some of you want to do many things, but you are so limited right now because there is nothing motivating you. Anytime I look up to watch Winners, the spirit of Bishop Adedokun enter into me. Anytime I look at Redeem, the spirit of Daddy Gio enter into me. Anytime I look at the Master's Place International, the spirit of Pastor Korede Komaya enter into me. Every time I look at Omega Fire Ministry, the spirit of Apostle Johnson Suleiman enter into me. I look at all these people in the military. And if you don't know, I'm a chaplain in the military too. And there are people that I have. If you look at my Facebook page, I started doing a 22 days push-up challenge because my boss said, hey, Rotimi, you got to get into this. So I want to ask you this morning, do you know why you are trying to divorce? It's because all the people that you have as friends have divorced their husband. Write it down. I said it yesterday and I'm going to say it again. Never give your vision for a blind man to read. Number 2, never you share idea with a deaf man. And number 3, never you walk to your place of destiny with an amputated man. A man that is leg or a lady that is leg or a leg has been amputated. You need somebody to walk with you to get where you are going. So don't walk with people who don't have leg. You need somebody to hear you and comprehend you, to sympathize with you. That's why you speak to somebody who is not deaf. And you need somebody to see the picture of your future. That is why you need somebody whose vision is still clear. You can't afford to give your vision to a blind man. How could somebody that is divorced, that is the person that is giving you counsel on how to handle your marriage? I'll be right back. Talk to life. I want somebody to share this. Let's invite more people to join on us this platform. I'll talk to you when I arrive back. Welcome back. This is Talk to Live, early morning unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. Here, I help you to see God's provision for life and your responsibility in life and your desire to get the best of life. I started today on the subject of doing. I gave you some definition and I gave you some rhymes about doing. That doing is the force that makes things happen. Doing is the force that changes things. Doing is the force that transforms things. I said doing is the force that initiates things, and doing is the force that commands results. I will say that again. Are you ready? Okay, let's do it. Doing is the force that changes things. Doing is the force that makes things happen. Doing is the force that transforms things. Doing is the force that initiates things. And doing is the force that commands results. If you can't get everything, you can play this video back anytime you're ready. So let me quickly give you the nugget of doing. One, doing is having. What if you don't do anything about your life, you will never have what you want. Doing is having. Number two, having is attracting. When you have something, you will attract people who have the same thing. If you're not a millionaire, you will never think like a millionaire. I was trying to, because one of the things that I do, I think for living, and I help organizations to expand their business, their customer base, and initiate growth. I call it strategic management. So what I do there is just to help organizations to see where they are lacking, and I help them to fix them. And one of the things I told these people, I said, you can have unresistible product, but without unresistible price and irresistible price and service, your product is going to be useless. Somebody's going to build the same thing and going to take customer away from you. So the three forces are needed. I call it PPS. So how do you get that? You attract more people while you lowering your price first. You lower your price, give them the best of product and give them the best of service. When they are convinced about you, then you can increase your price. I'll talk more about that. So doing is having is attracting. Attracting is harnessing. Harnessing. Okay, let me tell you something. If you are this might be too tough to say, but okay, let me just say, if you are not harnessing the masses, you cannot get the best. Some of you are on Facebook right now. Some of you are on Instagram right now. Some of you go to Google every day. Some of you go to WhatsApp every day. How does Facebook make money? What about Google? Let me tell you something. Write this down if you can. Anything that you can do that can attract people for nothing will give you something. I will say that again. It is called the law of nothing to something. Anything that you can do that can attract people for nothing, they don't need to pay any money. That thing will give you something. This is what I mean. You go to Facebook, you sign up. Facebook never charges you for anything. But Facebook will place advert. When you click on that advert, how do you think Facebook got paid? Some people place their advert on Facebook. But because the people knew you are on Facebook for free, so the company pays Facebook huge amount of money, and Facebook are rewarded. Did you see that? So I want to give you an assignment. What is it that you can do that you can attract 100 people? I don't know where you are living, and if you have 100 people that can give you 1 cent per day, if you're in US, 1 cent per day, and tell the 100 people to go and bring 100 each, giving you same 1 cent per day. You will never know the power of cent, or just say 50 cents, until you have 1 million in your network, 1 million people in your network, giving you 50 cents every day. If you're in Nigeria, what if you have 1 million people giving you 1 naira every day? I want you to think about it. Maybe you are in Ghana. Let's say 1 million people are giving you 1 cedi every day. Let's say you are in England, and 1 million people are giving you £1 every day. Let's say you are in Europe, 1 million people are giving you €1 every day. Think about it. It sounds stupid, but that is where the secret is. The more people you can harness simply means you leverage on them. Doing is the secret to having is the secret to attracting is the secret to harnessing is the secret to adding. You will always add more. That was why Microsoft bought LinkedIn. You don't know why. All the money is on social media right now. That is why Google owns YouTube. That is why a lot of people are building apps right now. Free app. Write this down. There is nothing called free in life, including in Freetown in Sierra Leone or Freetown in South Africa. Nothing is free. If you don't pay for it, somebody is paying for it on your behalf. Let me run through the nugget again of doing. 1, doing is having. Having is attracting. Attracting is harnessing. Harnessing is adding. And adding is multiplying. I want you to think about it. You cannot get to the platform of GP in life until you start from AP in life. If you ever done mathematics in high school, you will know what I'm talking about. But before I come back, I want to go and think about it. What's the meaning of GP and AP? I will be right back. Remember, talk to life. Welcome back. This is Talk to Live, early morning unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. Here, I help you to see God's side of life, your responsibility in life, and your desire to get the best of the future. You know, before I went on a short break, I said people should check the meaning of AP and GP. If you get the answer and you live either in Europe or in United States, I have a gift for you. I can ship one of we're about to come up with a product. It's called Newdawn TV shirt. I can ship one to you for free. I will take up the responsibility. But the first person that's going to put the answer here in the next, let me put a timer right now. Let's see, where's the timer? Come on. Okay. It's going to be in the next 2 minutes. 1 minute, sorry. Anybody that put the answer of AP and or GP, AP and GP together, that person is going to get a t-shirt. Only if, I don't know if I can ship to Africa, only if you live in Europe and or United States, or if you know anybody here, I can mail it to them and they will get it. The time start now, AP and GP. So let's go back on our subject. If you're just joining us, I just discussed with you the nugget of doing. Doing is having, having is attracting, attracting is annexing, annexing is adding, adding is multiplication. What are the 5 things you need to know about doing? That's where I'm going to draw the curtain this morning. That's why I'm drawing the curtain this morning. Nobody has ever given us an answer yet. We have 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds. So, things you need to know about doing. 1, only the doer can be known. Only doers can be known. Okay, I call this program Talk to Life. Early morning unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun, the secret man. Just imagine when God gave me this idea and I just closed my eyes to it. I said, don't worry about it, I'm going to do it. Many people who are online right now will never be part of it. So what you don't do, you can never be known. If you type my name, Rotimi Adedokun, you're going to see many things I've written, many videos I've done, I've came up with. But if you don't do anything, nobody will know you. So the only test I give to people is this. Go to Google, type your name. If nothing great comes out of it that other people can learn from, then you are not living. You are just mere existing. And that's not what you want for yourself. I'll be right back. Talk to Life. So 1 minute elapsed. Nobody sent a response of the meaning of AP and GP. So if you've ever done mathematics, AP simply means arithmetic progression, and GP means geometric progression. AP just add 1 to 2, 3 plus 4. No, but GP just multiply. It's 4 times 2, 3 times 4, 4 raised to power something. So that's how AP works. So just you get more when you go GP, you get little when you go AP. You talk about maybe in compound interest and simple interest. That's the best way I can explain to you. I'm not a mathematician. I study accounting in my undergrad, but now I'm a pastor and I do something like theology, so I don't want to dabble into that. So things to know about doing. Doing makes you to be known. Only the doer can be known. If you know Oyedepo right now, if you know Daddy Gio right now, if you know T.L. Osborne right now, if you know Ora Robert right now, because they are doers. If they don't do what God has given to them, they will never amount to anything. So think about something. Stop hiding your idea. Stand up. Take a step and do something. John Maxwell said, fail forward. Don't fail backward. Fail forward. Try it and try it and try it. Number 2, only the doer can increase. Only the doers can increase. You can never increase on anything God has given to you if you don't make use of it. You remember those people with talent? One was given 5, the other one was given 2, one was given 1. The 5 multiplied to be 10, the 2 multiplied to be 4, and the one said, oh, master, you are an evil master. You want to sow where you have not reaped. And he said, why can't you give my talent to bankers for them to add interest to it? That's where the secret comes. 2 secrets that I learned from that story. 1, bankers are multiplier. So whatever you have, even when you don't want to use it, give it to somebody who can make use of it. How do I mean? Go and get a job if you can't start a business. Your idea, go and give it to people for them to pay you. Don't tell me you don't have something. I hate when people tell me that. You remember that woman when told the prophet, he said, prophet, I don't have anything at home. Prophet said, no, make for me first. My words are not simple words. They are complicated. They are so fearful. Because I'm not, the only reason why I'm living is to go and raise king and queen to reign on earth. Simple. So I'm telling you, this money is that don't sit down doing nothing with God or what God has given to you. Stand up and do something. Stand up and do something. Because if you don't do anything, you will never be known. If you don't do anything, you can never increase. Number 3, if you don't do anything, you can never be rewarded. If you ever watch my one of the video that I did, I call it Life is Not Fair. I want you to please, after this, or right now you can type it and go and check that video out. You like it. And I talk about the law of exact. Life will never reward you more than you are worth or less than you are worth. Life is a mathematician. It gives you just exactly what you want. If you do nothing, life will give you nothing. And if you do something, life will give you something. Think about it. So if you are a doer, you will be known. If you are a doer, you will increase. And if you are a doer, you will be rewarded. And if you are a doer, you will develop. You know, this year when the pandemic broke out and everybody was staying at home in the United States, I have done over 100 videos. Go and check it. Over 100 videos. Check it. Go to my Facebook page, Rotimi Adedokun. Go there now and see. Everything is there. How did I do 100 videos consistently this is not weekly preaching. This is daily preaching. You will never know what you can do unless you step out like Peter out of the boat of doubt and start partying with people who are not going anywhere. You need to step out and do something. Don't worry if you're going to fail. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. One of the designers that I love so much, I've never bought any of their brand, is called Nike. I love the slogan of Nike. You can Google it. It's called Just Do It. It's simple. Exclude people. You can't be telling me you don't have money. You don't know. Some people have money to invest on people who have an idea. So take your idea and start running with it. Somebody will come and bring that money when it's needed. Talk to life. Welcome back. This is Talk to Life, early morning unlimited inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. Here, happy to see God's side of life, your responsibility in life, and what you need to do to get the best of life. Today, the 19th day of the month of June in the year 2020, I'm on the subject of doing, D-O-I-N-G. I've talked to you on many things about doing. I'm going to repeat the things you need to know about doing, and we're going to draw the curtain from there. 5 things you need to know about doing. Doing, only the doer can be known. Only the doer can increase. Only the doer can be rewarded. Only the doer can develop themselves. And only the doer can be trusted. You know, one of the things you need to do in life is that you have to think about increase. Can God trust you with $1 million of your currency right now? You know, when I was in Nigeria, I never knew I can have millions of naira. But $1 million naira is just like $2,000, $5,000, or $3,000. So my goal right now is to make $1 million. Somebody say, oh, that's too much. That is why you are where you are. Nothing is too much if you can say it, one. Nothing is too much if you can take action towards it. Two, and nothing is too much if you don't stop pursuing it. I will say that again. Nothing is too much if you can verbalize it, you can say it. Nothing is too much if you can take step towards it, and nothing is too much if you don't stop pursuing it. Pursue it. Don't stop saying it. Say it boldly so God can reward you openly. That comes to one thing. I need to ask you the question for today. What are you going to do today? I know some of you don't want to type. It's okay. But if you don't need to type to me what you want to do. But I'm asking you, what do you want to do today, the 19th day of the month of June in the year 2020? Stop complaining about the bad governor in Africa. Some people live in Africa and they are still millionaires. Stop complaining about your father, your mother. I lost my parents in 2009 and 2014. None of them followed me to the United States, and I thank God I know where I am today. If you are trusting us, you are blaming somebody, you are not ready. I'm asking you for the last time, what do you want to do? Stop giving excuses. Exclude people. If you have a reason not to do what you're supposed to do, life will have a reason not to reward you. Once again, this is Talk to Life. Early Money Unlimited Inspiration with Rotimi Adedokun. Tomorrow, if you're going to join me tomorrow, I'm going to have another gift for somebody. So please, wherever you are right now, just go and share this program. Invite somebody to like this. If you have never subscribed to NewDawnTV, please subscribe now. Please subscribe now. You will see a lot of video I've done, my personal video. Some video were uploaded on it. Some are video that I just voice. And if you're doing that, go to Facebook right now and add me. If you're on the program right now, add me as your friend, and I'm going to accept you. Just test, or you can send me email or send me Facebook Messenger. My Facebook name is Rotimi Adedokun, Rotimi. Just type it. You're going to see a lot of Rotimi. You see my face, and you can identify with me. So I want you to know, nothing will happen until you happen. Doing is a force that makes things happen. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place, same way. Know that you are designed for royalty, and you